What is up, guys? The Premium Rat here, and welcome back to episode 10 of my weekly weird and wacky Q&A episodes, where we get the stupidest, the craziest, the most sexual, fucked up questions all over YouTube. But yeah, over the past couple of weeks, I've just tried to tone down on the weird questions because, you know, I don't mind answering them for the first, I did it for the first 8 episodes, but you know, after a while they kind of get boring. So thank you guys. To those that sent me some questions on Twitter, and thank you to the ones that sent me just some normal questions for once. It is kind of nice just to answer maybe some personal questions next week. If you have any personal questions or anything like that, I'm more than happy usually to answer pretty much everything, as long as it's not like ridiculously personal or anything like that. So anyway, of course, gameplay in the background's not going to be important, but I think it might be the 79-2 on Meltdown. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, whatever the gameplay is in the background, it's going to be pretty decent to keep you guys entertained. So, let's crack straight on. The first question comes from Maverick HD, and he asks, "What is the one thing in your life that would happen to stop you from uploading videos forever?" I don't know really, because a lot of shit's happened to me over the past couple of weeks. You know, it's not been great in my life, but you know, I've just still tried to upload videos as best I can. So I don't know I don't know. I really don't know what would stop me from uploading videos. I mean, if I got really obviously I've been ill before and I've taken a break, but I mean, if I was seriously ill and I don't know. I don't really know, really. I suppose if a family member died or something like that, I don't know. I don't want to. I know it sounds horrible and stuff, but that would probably make me stop. Other than that, I mean, I'm gonna hopefully still continue uploading videos. You know, things haven't really gone the way I wanted to past couple of days, especially after I made that video talking about the state of the community, and I felt like I spoke the truth, and a lot of people did agree with me. But obviously, you know, there are going to be some people that don't see things the way I do, and unfortunately a lot of people did take it the wrong way, and I did get bashed on that video. So but you know, that happens. Sometimes you're not going to get always good feedback, and when you speak about the community like that, you know, that's the risk you run when you try and upload a video like that. So thanks for that question. Next one is from Declan Wiseman, and he asks, "What is your ultimate Spurs 11, past and present, if all players were fit?" This is a very, very, very tough one. In goal, I'd probably have to say Lloris, actually, in goal. He's probably one of the best keepers we've ever had. Obviously, I'm only 18, so I can't go back like ridiculously like 50 years, 60 years ago. So I can't tell you all the players that used to play then. But yeah, I'd probably say Lloris in goal. Left back, I don't know really. This is tough. But centre backs, I'd probably or the defence. I'd say Kyle Walker actually's got to be in there. Ledley King's got to be in there, of course. Probably Dawson. You know, Kabul. I'm not sure about left back. Mate, Assou-Ekotto's played well over the past couple of years. I'm not sure what amazing left backs we've had over the years, but obviously you've got to have Bale in there, you've got to have Gaza, you've got to have Lineker, who else would you have? Probably Defoe as well, actually. He'd probably consist of a Spurs legend now. I mean, he's banged in over 100 goals for us. You'd have David Ginola in there as well, maybe Aaron Lennon as well, because he's been there for 5-6 years. Berbatov maybe as well. I'm just trying to think who else. I'm not quite sure actually, but yeah, most of those players. Thanks for the question. Amazing Manny asks, "What feature except for arse and tits do you like the most on women?" I mean, arse and tits are nice. You know, legs, women's legs. They're a good asset to have. But apart from that, I'm not really sure anything. I mean, obviously they've got to be quite pretty. Obviously, it's not all down to looks, though. If you're looking for a relationship, obviously, you've got to find someone that has a fantastic personality. But if you just want a quick fuck, I suppose, then it doesn't really matter. As long as they look reasonably fit, then yeah. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Thanks for the question. The next one comes from, my name is Arkmed, and he asks, "Do you think Spurs can finish ahead of Man City in the Premier League this season?" To be honest, I don't think so. I mean, we're only 5 points behind. But I think second is just a little bit too far-fetched at the moment. Obviously, United are going to run out comfortable winners of the title this year, I feel. But I think I'd be absolutely ecstatic if we could finish above Chelsea and come third. But I think second's just a little push. Maybe with a striker, if we splash the cash and maybe buy Damiao or a world-class striker in the next window in the summer, then who knows? We could maybe mount a title challenge next year. Thanks for the question. Bassier98 asks, on what sensitivity do you play on? On Black Ops 2, I play on 9, I think it is, either 9 or 10. I don't know why, but they were stupid to bring in a 14-point system, 14 like sensitivity levels in this game. I don't know, fuck knows why. I mean, obviously in all the previous CODs it used to be 10, and on the 10 system I used to play on a 6 or a 7. So obviously now you've got to bump it up a little bit. So I think I play on either a 9 or a 10. Obviously, when people are trying to give you tips and tricks on how to play well at COD, I'd say people always say lower sensitivity because it helps with aiming. I'm really not a buyer of that. I mean, obviously everyone's going to have their own personal preference, so if you're still looking for the right sensitivity, you know, play around a little bit. I like to play on a high sensitivity. I'm sure a lot of you like to play on low. Again, it's all down to personal preference. Thanks for the question. The next one is FIFA Gaming PL asks, what would be your BPL 11 based on performances of players this season? My best BPL 11, I'd have to say, I don't know, Ali Al-Habsi in goal, you know, just for a bit of bant. He's played really, really well. Baines at left back, centre backs, probably Company and I don't know, Vertonghen maybe? Vertonghen's put in some class performances this year. Right back, I don't know, I wouldn't say Kyle Walker because he hasn't really had the best of seasons. Maybe Perch. I think Perch is a right back, isn't he? I think he plays right back for Newcastle. Probably Perch. Left mid has to be Bale. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but Bale has dominated the Prem this year. A couple of centre mids. I'd probably have Mata, Yaya Toure. I wouldn't say David Silva. David Silva hasn't really done much this year. Lampard, I'd say. Lampard's had a storming season as well. I don't know why Chelsea aren't going to renew his contract. They are fucking idiots. Right mid, I'd have to say Lennon as well. I'm not trying to be biased, but, you know, last season it was Valencia. You know, he was playing fantastically well. But this year, I think Lennon's played very, very consistently. I wouldn't class Walcott as a right mid anymore, and I fucking hate Walcott. So no Arsenal players would go in that team. And up front, obviously, Van Persie, you know, or Suarez. So thanks for the question. The next one is from Monkey Sports, and he asks, how many subs do you think you would need to do YouTube for a living? Well, it's not all down to subs, it's down to how many views you get. Obviously, sub count is quite important because obviously, theoretically, the more subs you have, you'd assume the more views you have, but it doesn't always work like that. But I'd say, views-wise, you'd probably need, I'd say 40,000, 50,000 daily upload views to live off. So what's that? Maybe 70k subs, 60k subs, depending on how many active subs you have. So, yeah, thanks for the question. And the next one is from Polar, and he asks, have you ever had any fights in school or in public? No, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I never really got into trouble at school, not for fighting anyways. You know, I did fuck about in class and all that sort of stuff, but, you know, I'm never really a physical fighter. Thanks for the question. And Polar asks another one. He goes, if PES had Ultimate Team and a head-to-head seasons, would you rather play that than FIFA? Definitely not. You know, FIFA is just the one. PES is just an absolute shite game. Thanks for the question. Next one comes from Captain Challenge, and he asks, favourite non-gaming YouTuber? Now, I had to think long and hard about this, and I'd probably have to say, you know, Epic Mealtime. Yeah, they're big, they're legends, you know, they're fucking grown out of, well, I wouldn't say grown out of nowhere, but, I mean, they're on, what, 3 million subs now? Apart from that, I don't really watch many other people that don't do gaming videos. I mean, obviously, most people I'm sub to, I enjoy watching because they upload FIFA or because they upload COD or a variety of different games. Apart from that, I really can't think of anyone else that I watch that doesn't do gaming videos. So I'd have to say Epic Mealtime. Thanks for the question. And the last one is from Bradman905, and he asks, have you ever smoked weed or considered it? I have never smoked weed. I've been offered it. You know, I'm not going to sound like a goody two-shoes here, but I just, you know, I turned it down. I've smoked cigarettes, but I don't smoke, but, you know, at parties and stuff, I've just done it, not to fit in or due to peer pressure or anything, but, you know, you got to live once. I hate saying YOLO, but, you know, I probably would give weed a try soon, but I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say I'd get addicted to it. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. That is all the questions done. If you are not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Please follow me on Twitter as well, because that is where I ask all the questions. Kind of a long episode today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a thumbs up as well. If we can hit another 75 likes, that would be absolutely fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later on. Goodbye.